So, you're getting ready for the TEF Canada exam. And that first speaking task? Yeah, it can feel a little daunting. But what if I told you that just a handful of key phrases could totally change the game for you? Well, in this quick explainer, we're going to build your foundational toolkit for a really confident first conversation, using some essential notes made just for beginners.
All right, let's dive right in. The key to getting over that exam anxiety isn't just about knowing a bunch of French words. It's about knowing exactly what to say and, when to say it. We're going to arm you with the precise words you need to start strong.
Every single conversation, and honestly, every point you're going to score, starts with a simple greeting. In a test setting, that first impression really sets the tone for the whole thing, so getting this part right is absolutely crucial.
Okay, let's start with the absolute basics. Bonjour is your go-to. It's the one you'll use for most of the day. Think of it as your reliable, all-purpose greeting. Then, once the sun starts to go down, you just switch over to bonsoir. Simple, polite, and you're always going to be correct.
Now, this is a super important difference. You've probably heard salut, right? But you got to be careful here. It's strictly for friends. It's like saying, hey, or what's up. For your exam, bonjour is always the safe bet. It immediately tells the examiner that you're being respectful and formal, and that's exactly the vibe you want to give off.
Starting strong is half the battle, but ending well is the other half. Au revoir is your standard formal goodbye. Can't go wrong with it. A bientôt is a little more like, see you soon. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Only use bonne nuit if someone is literally on their way to bed. Otherwise, just stick with au revoir.
Okay, so you've nailed the hello. What's next? Well, now it's time to actually introduce yourself. This is where you go from just a simple greeting to, making a real connection.
To say your name, it's simple. Je m'appelle. And then just pop your name in there. Nice and direct. Right after, you can say enchanté, which means nice to meet you. And hey, see that extra E in the parentheses? All that means is that you add it to the spelling if you're female. The sound stays the same though.
All right, this is another one of those crucial points about formality. Just like with greetings, French has two ways to say you. Comment tu t'appelles? That's informal. For the TEF exam, you have got to use the formal version. Comment vous appelez-vous? Using vous is a huge sign of respect, and it's what's expected.
These next two phrases, oh man, they're basically the engine of all small talk. Ça va is the super common way to ask, how are you? And the standard, polite answer is, ça va bien, merci. I'm doing well, thank you. Getting this little back and forth down pat is going to make your conversations flow so much more smoothly.
Okay, now we're getting to what I like to call the secret weapon for the key EF exam. Seriously, these next few phrases aren't just about being nice. They are a strategic tool that can literally help boost your score.
Think of these as your conversational toolkit. If you need something, it's s'il vous plaît. Get something? Merci. Or even better, merci beaucoup. If you make a little mistake or need to get someone's attention, you say pardon or excusez-moi. And when someone thanks you, de rien. Weaving these into your speaking just shows a whole other level of polish and respect. And look, don't just take my word for it. This right here perfectly proves the point. It's a direct tip from the source material for TEF Prep. Let me just read it to you. TEF tip: politeness and clarity improve speaking scores. Always greet and thanks during oral tasks. I mean, it doesn't get much clearer than that, right? They're basically telling you how to get more points.
So, let's put it all together. Think about it. You've got the essential tools now. You know how to greet someone, how to introduce yourself, and you've got that secret weapon of politeness. So, let's see how it all clicks together in a real, short conversation.
And see how simple this really is? Step 1, you greet with a confident bonjour. Step 2, you introduce yourself. Je m'appelle. Step 3, you connect with a simple ça va? And then step 4, you wrap it up politely with merci, au revoir. It's a perfect little 4-part recipe for a successful first interaction. So you have the script, you have the strategy. Now it's your turn to actually put it into practice. I'll leave you with this final thought. The next time you get a chance to speak French, whether it's in practice or in the actual exam, what are you going to say first? And you know the answer. It's simple. You start with bonjour.